And on the news this time, we've got news from Rema and his Raven Roses album. That one's set to drop on Friday. We have news from Tiwa Savage, and there's also news from WIZKID and his song Essence, which has Tems on it. But before I go into the details of this particular news, I'm going to start by saying thank you so much for all the amazing stuff you do for us on Gusto TV, liking our videos, commenting on our videos, sharing our videos, as well as telling people about all the amazing things we do here on Gusto TV. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, turn on the post notification bell, because that would let you know each time we drop a new video or when we go live, like this particular one. All right, as I said, we're going to be having Rema on the news. Rema. That guy has been doing a whole lot of things since he came to the music scene. 3 years now of Rema in the music game. We had Rema yesterday celebrating himself, talking about the fact that he's been here for 3 years, and in 3 years he has done a whole lot of stuff for himself. On Twitter, Rema came out to say, "Today marks 3 years of Rema. I am still going strong." He says, "I have a house filled with flowers in case the world forgets to give me some." So this was yesterday, Rema celebrating himself 3 years in the industry. And he says, "You know what? I've actually done so much in this industry, and I have decided to keep flowers in my house in case if you guys in the world decide not to give me my own flowers, if you guys decide not to give me all the whole accolades, I know for sure personally that I have done so much in the last 3 years." And also, Rema gives us a picture of himself celebrating his 3 years on stage here in Nigeria in the music scene. Also, Rema goes on Twitter and talks about the fact that his album is going to be so different, and it's going to work. This album is going to do a whole lot of wonders. He said, "I have taught you guys for 3 years with my releases not to have expectations when it comes to me. As you listen to the album, embrace the light. Trust me, I will not take my time in the studio to convince anyone." He says, I am confidently distinguished myself as a creator. I have confidently distinguished myself as a creator." So this is Rema just talking about the fact that this is album. You guys don't come after me. I'm not actually here to please so many people. Personally, I have confidently distinguished myself as a creator. And it says this album you are about to listen to, it says, "Embrace the light, trust me, and I've taken my time to convince people." He says, "I've not taken my time to convince people about this particular album, but trust me, this album that's set to drop on Friday is going to do a whole lot of wonders," which is why Rema has come out right now to give us the track list for this album. Trust me, it's going to be really massive. He says Rema unveils the track list for his debut album, Rave and Roses, and this one is dropping on Friday, March the 25th, which is just about 2 days from now. So who's really excited about this one? 2 days from now, we're going to be listening to new Remas. And also, it says this album will feature artists like Chris Brown, Black, AJ Tracy, and Suit. So let's see all the albums, or rather all the tracks on the Rave and Roses album by Rema. So the first track on this one is Divine. Maybe this one is actually titled Divine because his name is Divine Ikubo. So maybe he has decided to title the first one of his first album his original name. Also on this particular album, we have Hold Me featuring Black. There'll be Dirty, there'll be Calm Down, which is already out. There's Soundgasm, which is also out right now. There's Time and Affection featuring Chris Brown. I mean, this particular track will have a whole lot of people talking because there's the big Chris Brown on that one. There's Joe, or maybe it's going to be Joe, or maybe we don't know the pronunciation for that one, but we know it's J-O, so it could be a Joe or a Joe. So we'll just have to wait till we listen to that one. There's Maka, there is Love, there's Addicted, there is Are You There, there's FYN featuring AJ Tracy, that one already out. There's Oroma Baby, there's Carrie, there's Wine, and the final song of his particular album is Run Away. So yes, great and amazing songs on this particular one, and we really can't wait to listen to all the songs of Rema's Rave and Roses album. This is Rema's first album, and he has promised us this one is actually going to do a whole lot of numbers, and we can't wait for this one to drop. Friday the 25th of March is when it's going to be dropping, 2 days from now. So just keep it locked. I mean, just keep your fingers crossed because this one is going to cause a whole lot of madness. Away from Rema now, let's talk about Tiwa Savage, the Water and Gary woman. Yes, the Water and Gary Mafia. Last year she gave us the Water and Gary EP, and trust me, this particular EP is a whole lot of mood. Great songs on this particular one, great songs on this one. Then there's somebody's son on this particular one featuring Brandy, and you know how well that song did since it dropped. I mean, everybody had been singing Somebody's Song Will Find Me One Day, and we had the guys also saying Somebody's Daughter Will Find Them One Day. Trust me, that particular song is really, really massive. Adeori is also on this particular EP. Special Kinda featuring Tiwa is also on this one. Tales by Moonlight is also on this particular EP. Well, right now, Tiwa Savage has decided to go for the Water and Gary North American tour. I mean, Tiwa Savage is really, really big, guys. So yes, she can as well go for tour in places like the US, and she has come up now to give us the cities and the days for her North American tour. Tiwa Savage has announced her Water and Gary North American tour kicking off in New York, US on May the 15th, 2022. From May up until June, we're going to be seeing Tiwa Savage in North America. So let's see the cities she's going to be visiting. 15th of May is when she's going to be starting in New York. May 20, she'll be in Edmonton. To May 22nd, Vancouver. There's Seattle. There's San Francisco on the 27th. Los Angeles on the 29th. 31st of May, she's going to be in Denver. She takes a break. Then the 2nd of June, Dallas. There's Houston. Also on the 3rd of June, Atlanta is 5th of June. And then there'll be a 4-day break. And she goes to Chicago on the 9th of June. Then on the 10th of June, there'll be Minneapolis. On the 12th of June, there's going to be Columbus. On the 15th of June, there's going to be Silver Spring. On the 16th of June, there's Philadelphia. On the 17th of June, there's Montreal. And on the 19th of June, she's going to Toronto. So it's going to be the North American tour, because there are places in the US as well as places in Canada for this particular one. So yes, we can't wait for Tiwa Savage to be on the road and see how well she's going to turn up, and see how people are also going to turn up for her. I mean, Tiwa Savage is the queen of Nigerian music. You can always say that, irrespective of what's happening right now. Tiwa Savage, you know, can boast. Yes, definitely can boast to be the queen of African and even Nigerian music right now. All right, away from Tiwa Savage, let's round up the news with WIZKID as well as Tems and the song Essence. That particular song has been doing a whole lot of numbers. I mean, since it dropped, got to the Billboard Hot 100. Picked that number 9, first Nigerian song to actually stay on the top 10 of the Billboard Hot 100 chart. Although right now that song is off the Billboard Hot 100 and is now currently on the Billboard Reoccurring chart, and we're really hopeful maybe the song will make it back to the Billboard Hot 100. But right now, that song is currently on a particular chart right now because of the Grammys. Yes, the Grammys is set to hold next month, and they've decided to give us a Spotify track list of songs from the Grammy. So let's see this particular detail. So we have WIZKID's Essence featuring Tems has now featured on the Grammys official Spotify playlist at number 7. The event for the 64th Grammy will hold on April the 4th, 2022. So Grammys have decided to give us a playlist which obviously has a lot of songs that have been nominated for this year's Grammys, and we have Essence by WIZKID and Tems at number 7 song. I mean, that's the top 10 songs for this particular one. So we have Essence here at number 7, WIZKID and Tems. Big kudos to them, big congrats to them for being on this particular list, and we hope for the best for them when the Grammy finally comes on April the 4th, just a few days away from now, and we're going to be having WIZKID and Tems at the Grammys. Also, there's also going to be Seun Kuti and Made Kuti, as well as so many other people on that particular one, and we wish them the very, very best during this year's Grammys. And it's with the Grammys, WIZKID and Tems. I'll be saying bye-bye to you on the news. Subscribe, turn on the post notification bell, tell your friends, family, and everyone around you about all the amazing stuff we do on Gusto TV. The comment section is yours. Tell us what you think about the news. My name is Andy. Have a great day. Bye-bye.